And then on Thursday, next Thursday, we're trying to do 2 weeks ahead. Next Thursday, we have Ingrid, and I will not even try and pronounce her surname.
So, Ingrid, this is very an important case, Sylvia Stolz in Germany, and she was, as the clip explained, a defense attorney for Ernst Zundel. There was a big trial called I think it was called the Great Holocaust Trial. It's Sylvia Stolz, as pointed out here, of course, has been imprisoned just for defending her client. I mean, what's going on here? This is remarkable.
Well, it's absolutely horrifying.
Neo-Nazi lawyer sentenced for denying the Holocaust. A German court on Monday jailed the lawyer of a convicted Holocaust denier for calling the Nazis' World War II slaughter of European Jews the biggest lie in world history. Judges in the western city of Mannheim sentenced lawyer Sylvia Stolz to 3.5 years in prison on charges that include inciting racial hatred and barred her from practicing law for 5 years, a court spokeswoman said. The 44-year-old signed a motion during Zundel's trial with Heil Hitler and shouted that the lay judges deserved the death penalty for offering succor to the enemy, leading the court to dismiss her. For an investigative journalist who likes to get to the bottom of the facts, it's remarkable that Ingrid Carlqvist was unaware of the real reason that Sylvia Stolz was expelled from the court by the German judges. But
why did Hitler hate the Jews? Why did the Germans do this? I don't understand it. Just because they believed in another God? And the only answer I got was, well, they went crazy. And you know, I think this is what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that all the Germans, they suddenly got crazy. There was no, the Jews never did anything. If you are defending a person who denied even part of the Holocaust, you don't need to, deny everything about the Holocaust. I don't remember what Ernst Zundel's case was, but for example, let's say that you don't believe in a tiny piece of the story.
Again, it's remarkable that for someone who claims to thoroughly look into things to get at the truth, she implies that all that Ernst Zundel did was question bits of the Holocaust. And then she makes out, I don't know what bits he questioned. And the reality that is incredibly easy to find is that he was as full-blown a Holocaust denier as you can possibly imagine.
And as Adolf Hitler said, today Germany, tomorrow the world. This time the world. White power! White power! White power!
Ernst Zundel, the special guest for the evening, gets the biggest applause from the room full of young admirers.
Zundel, who was a Holocaust denier, faced many court battles in Canada. He was convicted in 1985 of spreading false news, but
the testimony by Leuchter in the Zundel trial had convinced David Irving that indeed the Holocaust was a lie.
In the United Kingdom, there is no such crime as Holocaust denial, as long as you do not rub Jews' noses in your Holocaust denial, which comes under the offence of malicious communication. You can deny the Holocaust to your heart's content. Possibly somewhat frustrated that English law did not make a martyr of him. David Irving took the rather imprudent step of taking the American academic Deborah Lipstadt to court for saying he was a Holocaust denier. And Ms. Lipstadt contested that case, and this is what the judge found.
Now, exactly what the truth is, that I think we should continue to investigate and try to find what was it, right?
Of course, that is the only thing I want. I don't deny that there was a Holocaust. We have to look into this story. We can't just let other people say to us, you did this, and end of story.
Sweden has never stood accused of committing the Holocaust, and Ingrid Carlqvist is Swedish. The Nazis stand accused of committing the Holocaust, and when Ingrid Carlqvist refers to us, she is referring to herself as a Nazi.
Yeah, and if you are a Jew and maybe you feel that you too want to be part of this story, I don't deny that there was a Holocaust. Well, they counted the deaths in the so-called extermination camps. I don't deny that there was a Holocaust. Are these people the so-called Holocaust deniers, like David Irving and
but all you had to do was go 1 inch below the surface. And what did you find there? The same adulation of Hitler, praise of the Third Reich, anti-Semitism, racism, prejudice. This is what intrigued me. It was anti-Semitism, racism, prejudice parading as rational discourse.
Now, exactly what the truth is, that I think we should continue to investigate and try to find what was it, right?
Of course, that is the only thing I want. I don't deny that there was a Holocaust.
And she will be with us talking about what's happening in Sweden. They've taken a different line on the lockdown. She'll be telling us about Swedish politics and the Swedish Democrats and their rise and a whole range of issues. So do tune in. That's for Ingrid on Thursday week.
Hello. As you can probably tell by the title, I have decided to go my own way from Hearts of Oak. I have no problem with Hearts of Oak and I wish them all the best. I had a phone call about midday today from Alan Craig. We talked about it. Obviously, all of the different people that I'm talking to could be problematic at some point for them. And Alan has wholeheartedly said that he wishes to remain in touch. There are no hard feelings, that he wishes to work with me at a future date. But
I don't deny that there was a Holocaust.